Hi everyone. So this is the first update of the new layout, and it's not going to be that exciting because you're just looking at my screen. But I want to give you, this is the rough plan right now of what the new layout's going to be. This is 13 feet by about 11.5 feet. This is designed to either just run in a loop if I feel like running trains or be a point-to-point operating layout. The red line down here in this bottom right corner is kind of the start of that separation of the point-to-point, where this is one end of the layout and this would be the other end if you were to stretch this all out into one long one. So we have basically corn to ethanol production is what the focus of this layout is. So we have the large ADM elevator over here from Walthers. That's going to have loading tracks and unloading tracks, and there's just an engine sheds, a couple of them in here that I threw in just for some extra room and some extra, like, locomotive or track storage. Gonna take these, bring in the loaded train cars, unload them here for grain storage, load them back up, head this way all the way through town. You're going to see the downtown here. You're going to remember a lot of the buildings from the previous videos. So theater, modern strip malls, car dealership, the hotel, stuff like that. Going to come this way. You have a couple options here. You can either run off onto this siding. We'll hit the depot, which will come in handy because I plan on running some small and minor, passenger trains, tourist trains, stuff like that. There's a small depot here too, just for that same purpose, and that might end up getting moved somewhere. It might end up going up this way towards the top of downtown. I'm not exactly sure. It's just kind of a general placeholder right now. Anyway, come back this way. You come around. This is going to be the ethanol plant, which is the current power plant on the layout that you guys have seen. I'm going to turn that into ethanol. Back in here, these will be your loaded grain cars to unload on these two tracks. These will be ethanol tankers empty and loading to take back out and basically take out and head this way. Pepsi plant's going to be in here because I can't not have that, and a CNW shed that'll be in there. Come back around this way. You have a passing siding over here, a runaround track if you want to call it. You have that 3-stalled diesel repair shop and facility that I have built as a kit that you guys have seen in other videos as well sitting there. There's also a single track shed that will be there, and off of this siding, sand and water tower, is going to be a small grain elevator that I have that I don't think you guys have seen, and then I have a rural grain elevator I thought about kind of sticking next to it, since that's kind of a thing you'll see here in the Midwest, is a mix between those two. Anyway, and same thing, this will provide some grain cars in and out for you to run and pick up and kind of run back and forth. And then on the flip side, if I feel like running trains in a loop, I can run trains in a loop and, kind of follow like left-hand main line or whatever I really feel like with that, and have some storage for some stuff. But that's kind of the general overview. There will be more buildings probably up throughout here, scenery, trees. There will be manually controlled block signals at some point, operating crossings probably throughout here. It'll take me a while to build up some of those. I only have the equivalent of 3, so it'll probably be these 3 that get the crossings first, but then will be these. This whole section will be complicated wiring for those, but this should be pretty easy right there. And there'll be more streets and whatnot, but that's the start of it. It'll take a while. I'm going to have to start looking at this more, see if this is really what I like or not, if I'm going to make any changes, and then start building bench work, take current pieces of the layout that I've torn down as part of the move and cut them down to size. These are all about 3-foot wide sections right here. This is a 4-foot wide section. Same with that, and this is about a 2-foot wide section here at the back. So I'll have to cut them down and probably end up getting some more wood. That'll be the first step. Track will be second step. Probably have to get some more wiring. I kept all my wiring so I can reuse most of it, but then can add more in. Have to figure out a place to put the hot box detector, and not exactly sure where to put that yet. I might put it over here and then just have an on-off switch for the speakers, or maybe put it out here. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind on that one yet. Maybe over here, but we'll figure that out later. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it, and be sure to check back soon for more updates. Well, maybe not very soon. It'll take me a little while, but check back for more updates. Thank you.